Around 10 lakh people to decide fate of around 34 candidates in Assam. 6 candidates in fray in Meghalaya's Gambag raid. NEHU crisis continues to escalate. Vice Chancellor conducts Executive Council meet online from undisclosed location. Students continue indefinite hunger strike, stay firm on demand for VC's ouster. Authorities in Tripura and Mizoram continue to monitor fuel supply situation. Long queues seen in petrol pumps in Agartala. And in a first after the glacial lake outburst, North Sikkim to open to tourists.
Evening Prime is brought to you by
Yamaha, Call of the Blue, Indian Super League, Let's Football,
and
Patanjali Dant Kanti, full fresh. We start the bulletin with the big story from Manipur. As many as 10 armed miscreants were killed during an encounter with the CRPF in Jiribam today. A CRPF Jawan also sustained injuries in the encounter. The incident took place at Jakurador in Boro Bekra Circle, which is around 25 to 30 kilometers from Jiribam. The encounter began when heavily armed miscreants initiated an assault, prompting an immediate response from the security forces. The bodies of the deceased were brought to the Jiribam police station. Meanwhile, combing operations are underway in the area. As per media reports, earlier in the day, armed miscreants went on a rampage, torching several shops in Boro Bekra subdivision. Well, the incident began around 2:30 p.m. when militants opened fire on the Boro Bekra police station before proceedings to the nearby Jakurador Karong area, where they reportedly engaged in further acts of arson. The Boko Bekra subdivision, which houses a relief camp within the police station premises, has been a hot spot for violence and multiple gun attacks in recent months. Today's incident is by far the biggest escalation in violence in Manipur in the last few months. Jiribam has been on the edge for the past few days following the deaths of the women at Zairon Mar village. Multiple homes were also set on fire in the incident. So, big story we are tracking from Manipur this evening, viewers. So, as many as 10 armed miscreants were killed during an encounter with the CRPF in Jiribam today. And meanwhile, a CRPF Jawan also sustained injuries in the encounter. The incident took place at Jakurador in Boro Bekra Circle, which is around 25 to 30 kilometers from Jiribam. The encounter began when heavily armed miscreants initiated an assault, prompting an immediate response from the security forces. The bodies of the deceased were brought to the Jiribam police station. Meanwhile, combing operations are underway in the area. Well, as per media reports, earlier in the day, armed miscreants went on a rampage, torching several shops in Boro Bekra subdivision. Well, the incident began around 2:30 p.m. when militants opened fire on the Boro Bekra police station before proceeding to the nearby Jakurador Karong area, where they reportedly engaged in further acts of arson. The Boro Bekra subdivision, which houses a relief camp within the police station premises, has been a hot spot for violence and multiple gun attacks in recent months. Well, today's incident is by far the biggest escalation in violence in Manipur in the last few months. Jiribam has been on the edge for the past few days following the death of women at Zairon Mar village. Multiple homes were also set on fire in the incident. Meanwhile, amid the escalating situation, the district administration in Jiribam has imposed Section 163 of the BNSS, prohibiting assembly of more than 5 persons in the area and the carrying of weapons or firearms. And it was not just Jiribam. Situation continued to remain volatile along the periphery areas of Manipur, with fresh firing reported in the wee hours today. Reports of firing came in from Saiton area under Kumbi police station in Bishnupur district. As per inputs from local sources, armed men from the hills in Kangpokpi district opened fire at Saiton area around 3 a.m. today. Sources said that security forces launched an operation shortly after push back the attackers. Two civilians, including a farmer, received injuries in the crossfiring, while one has been rushed to the Raj Medicity in Imphal. The other was shifted to Jenims. Well, after weeks of lull, Manipur is witnessing fresh violence with continued firing along the periphery area since the past few days. The incident come at a time when the centre is making efforts to bring MLAs from both Meitei and Kuki communities on one platform to ensure return of complete normalcy in the state. Meanwhile, firing was also reported from Thamna Pokpi under Yangang Pokpi police station in Imphal East. One person was injured in the firing in Thamna Pokpi. And amid the fresh firing, locals from Churachandpur claim that armed men from the valley side set fire on paddy fields, leading to big losses for the farmers. Meanwhile, with firing along periphery areas like Saidan, Changbi Pot, Saitul and Kotlengpai areas, the KSO Churachandpur made an announcement for emergency clearance along the Terim road. All shops down their shutters and vehicle movement reduced along the route after the announcement. And amid opposition by the 10 Kuki-Zo MLAs to the submission of the Solicitor General in the Supreme Court that Chief Minister N. Biren Singh will meet all Kuki MLAs and try to bring solution, BJP MLA Paulinyal Haukip said that there is no question of meeting the Manipur Chief Minister. In an exclusive conversation with Northeast Live, Haukip added that conducting informal meets between MLAs of all communities will not help bring peace as the divide and demographic separation had already taken place. Listen in.
Had submitted to the Honorable Supreme Court that the Chief Minister is meeting the Kuki MLAs to resolve the situation, which is factually incorrect. That is what the statement is about. They are trying to mislead the Honorable Supreme Court, which is which can lead to grave miscarriage of justice. So we felt the duty bound to point out that the claims submitted by the Solicitor General are false.
The statement that you have issued, you said that since the violence broke out, you never met the Chief Minister, and in the future also you are not going to meet him, right?
What is the point in meeting him?
Okay.
He is the mastermind behind all this communalization of the state.
Okay.
in the process of which the state itself has lost its legitimacy as something supposed to be an arbiter, a neutral arbiter to a communal force.
So what is the road ahead right now?
The road ahead, it is for the union ministry, the union government to come up with a plan. They cannot make excuses of, trying to bring about peace by informally inviting MLAs from all communities to meet together amongst ourselves. There is nothing we can resolve amongst ourselves now. The positions are clear. The demographic separation is complete. What is left is the center to recognize the separation administratively and politically. Until and unless they decide on that and act on that, I don't see peace coming to Manipur back again.
So you're saying separate administration is the only road ahead?
That is the only road ahead. Ever since the violence broke out on 3rd May, the government no longer is of the hills inhabited by the Kukis. All essential supplies are stopped, all development funds are squeezed, freezed, frozen, and now the government since March of this year has already also stopped releasing the local area development fund for the legislators also. So effectively, they have proved that they are no longer the government in our part of the Kuki parts of the territory of Manipur.
Don't like the inverted image? Get the real picture.
নিষ্টেলৰ হৈতে নে খেলা খেল
নহলে হব স্বাস্থ্য ফেল
স্বাস্থ্যৰ হৈতে হেতালি নেখেলিব পতঞ্জলি ফিজিক্যালি ৰিফাইন্ড ৰাইচ ব্ৰান তথা সয়াবিন তেল আনক আৰু সুস্বাস্থ্য পাওক
If your home is not built with water-resistant cement, you'll have to cry. When water seeps in, it weakens concrete. Star Weather Shield cement makes your home weatherproof in bad weather. Star Weather Shield, water-resistant cement, weatherproof ghar.
মুৰসাল যেন কবিতা কাৰণ ইয়াৰ চিৰ সংগী ইটালিয়ান অলিভ অইল আৰু ভেষজৰ গুণেৰে সমৃদ্ধ জেক অলিভ অইল বডি অইল
কবিতাৰ দৰে চালে জগাই তোলে মনত নতুন সুৰ
শ্যাম ষ্টীল ফ্লেক্সি ষ্ট্ৰং TMT বাৰ
য'ত কেৱল ষ্ট্ৰেংথে নহয় ফ্লেক্সিবিলিটিও আছে
যেতিয়া TMT ফ্লেক্সি ষ্ট্ৰং
তেতিয়া ঘৰ চিৰদিনৰ কাৰণে ষ্ট্ৰং নিয়মীয়া বাৰ্তাৰ বুধবৰীয়া পৰিপূৰিকা নিয়োগ বাৰ্তাত অসমৰ চাকৰি প্ৰাৰ্থীসকলৰ বাবে আহাৰ বাৰ্তা ৰাজ্য চৰকাৰৰ বিভিন্ন প্ৰতিযোগিতামূলক পৰীক্ষাৰ আৰ্হি প্ৰশ্ন কেনে হ'ব প্ৰতিযোগিতামূলক বিভিন্ন পৰীক্ষাৰ ইংৰাজী সাধাৰণ জ্ঞান গণিত আৰু বিজ্ঞানৰ লিখিত পৰীক্ষাৰ সম্ভাৱ্য প্ৰশ্ন আৰু উত্তৰ ধাৰাবাহিকভাৱে প্ৰকাশ হ'ব নিয়মীয়া বাৰ্তাৰ বুধবৰীয়া পৰিপূৰিকা নিয়োগ বাৰ্তাত লগতে আছে চাকৰি সংবাদ NF ৰেলৱেত 5647টা শিক্ষানবিছৰ পদ খালী গুৱাহাটীৰ উচ্চ ন্যায়ালয়ত জুডিচিয়েল এছিষ্টেণ্ট আৰু কম্পিউটাৰ এছিষ্টেণ্টৰ পদ খালী IDBI বেংকত 1000 পদৰ বিজ্ঞাপন SIDBIত 71টা বিষয়াৰ পদ খালী গুৱাহাটী পৌৰ নিগমত চাকৰি আসাম ইউনিভাৰ্চিটি শিলচৰত পদ খালী কোল ইণ্ডিয়া লিমিটেডত 640টা পদ নেশ্যনেল ইঞ্চুৰেঞ্চ কোম্পানীত 500 পদ মুকলি হাইস্কুল শিক্ষকৰ 8230টা পদৰ বাবে বিজ্ঞাপন স্নাতকোত্তৰ শিক্ষকৰ 1478টা পদ মুকলি BTC কোকৰাঝাৰৰ BSCৰ 263টা পদ খালী অইল ইণ্ডিয়া লিমিটেডত চাকৰি ৰিজাৰ্ভ বেংক অফ ইণ্ডিয়াত পদ খালী চিট কৰ্পোৰেচন অফ ইণ্ডিয়াত চাকৰি ONGC পদ মুকলি সমগ্ৰ শিক্ষা অসমত চাকৰি নেশ্যনেল ডিজাষ্টাৰ মেনেজমেণ্টত আৰু অসম কেঞ্চাৰ কেয়াৰ ফাউণ্ডেশ্যনত চাকৰি পঢ়ুৱৈসকলে নিকটৱৰ্তী বাতৰি কাকতৰ পৰিৱেশক আৰু বিতৰকৰ সৈতে শীঘ্ৰেই যোগাযোগ কৰক
like the inverted image? Get the real picture.
Vandya, you are our guiding light. Vandya, Vandya,
Vandya, you help us shine so bright. Vandya.
We have a breaking news coming in. The Kuki-Zo Council has said that all those killed in Jiribam were cookies who were serving as village volunteers. The Kuki-Zo Council has also declared a 12-hour shutdown from 5 a.m. tomorrow in protest against the incident. Authorities, however, have not identified those killed yet. So breaking news coming in from Manipur, viewers. The Kuki-Zo Council has said that all those killed in Jiribam were cookies who were serving as village volunteers. The Kuki-Zo Council has also declared a 12-hour shutdown from 5 a.m. tomorrow in protest against the incident. Authorities, however, have not identified those killed yet. Alright, so a Kuki-Zo Council released a statement. The Kuki-Zo Council has said that all those killed in Jiribam were cookies who were serving as village volunteers. Meanwhile, the Kuki-Zo Council has also declared a 12-hour shutdown from 5 a.m. tomorrow in protest against the incident. Authorities, however, have not identified those killed yet. In a statement, the Kuki-Zo Council said that the loss of our Kuki-Zo lives is not only a devastating blow to the families, but to the entire Kuki-Zo community. So, Kuki-Zo Council released a statement. In the statement, the Kuki-Zo Council said that the loss of our Kuki-Zo lives is not only a devastating blow to the families, but to the entire Kuki-Zo community. Shifting focus to Meghalaya now, the crisis continues to escalate in the Northeastern Hill University in Shillong, with Vice Chancellor Prabha Shankar Shukla moving to an undisclosed location to avoid the student protesters. Well, the VC's residence was also vandalized by unknown individuals late Saturday night. Meanwhile, the indefinite hunger strike by the protesting students entered its sixth day today. The Research Scholars Forum, NEHU, urged all students to come forward in support of the NEHU Students' Union and the KSU NEHU unit for the ongoing hunger strike. The Research Scholars Forum called upon everyone to join a mass protest outside the VC's office today. The protesters are demanding the resignation of the VC along with other top officials. The students are being backed by the NEHU Teachers Association in their demands. And Professor Prasanjit Biswas, Vice President of NEHUTA, speaking to Northeast Live, said the demands made by the students should be fulfilled immediately to end the crisis in the university. He also expressed concerns for the students.
We are looking forward to a solution. Honorable Governor may show us some light as he is supposed to talk to us sometime when it is convenient. But the more importantly, our students are falling sick, and that's a matter of grave concern. We are deeply concerned as a university community, and as a community we stand together with all our might with the students and their suffering. And as parents, we cannot bear anymore with their suffering. We have to do everything possible so that their demands are met. This is what is our current situation, and if it is prolonged by any party, by the government, by anybody, that's not going to help the university. All of us want to help the university, and that should happen immediately by accepting the basic demands of the students.
Chief Minister Conrad Sangma has briefed Union Education Minister regarding this NEHU impasses. So what do you think about it?
That's a very welcome step that Mr. Conrad Sangma has taken. I hope Education Ministry responds well. And the state government has taken a proper stock of the situation. We are also hearing good things about what state government thinks about the NEHU issue. it's very rare that the state government and other larger society comes on the same page. Here, all of us on the same page. Everyone realizes that NEHU has been subjected to a certain kind of a stalemate because of inefficient, incompetent, inept, and also unqualified people who are holding offices.
So where is the Vice Chancellor of Northeastern Hill University, Professor Prabha Shankar Shukla? Well, the VC, who moved to an undisclosed location, reportedly conducted an executive council meet today. The situation at NEHU continues to be volatile as students escalate their protests against the administration, calling for the resignation of Vice Chancellor Professor Prabha Shankar Shukla, Registrar Omkar Singh and Deputy Registrar Amit Gupta. Tensions intensified on Saturday night when unknown individuals vandalized Professor Shukla's official residence, resulting in damage to his vehicle and minor injuries to the Vice Chancellor himself. Well, following the incident, Professor Shukla relocated to an undisclosed location for safety. An FIR has been filed by the university's registrar in charge, targeting unknown individuals responsible for the attack. Campaigning for the bypolls in 5 assembly seats in Assam and 1 in Meghalaya has just ended. As many as 34 candidates are in fray in the 5 assembly seats in Assam, where bypolls are being held, while 6 candidates, including the wife of Meghalaya Chief Minister Kongrat Sangma, Mehtab Chandi Sangma, are in fray in Cambagre. Around 10 lakh people will exercise their franchise in Assam. The bypolls will definitely be a battle of prestige for parties both ruling and opposition. Well, the seats to watch out for in Assam would be that of Samuguri, Behali and Bongaigaon, while the contest in Cambagre is also expected to be a four-cornered one. Apart from Mehtab Chandi, who is contesting on an NPP ticket, Sadhya Rani Sangma, the wife of former Minister Zenit Sangma, is in fray on a TMC ticket, while Jingjang Marak is contesting on a Congress ticket. State BJP Vice President Bernat Marak is also contesting in Cambagre, the assembly seat which fell vacant after Congress's Saling Sangma's victory in the Lok Sabha polls. All right, on to another big story now. Is Mizoram staring at a fuel crisis in the coming days? Are fuel stations in Aizawl running out of petrol? Well, concerns have risen amid the disruption of goods train services along the Lamding-Badarpur section since October 31st, coupled with poor road condition of National Highway number 8. While the state government has not issued any notice or advisory on fuel shortage, questions still remain on whether petrol stations in capital Aizawl have enough stock for the coming days. As per sources, the supply is likely to gain momentum in the next 2 days. So concerns have risen amid the disruption of goods train services along the Lamding-Badarpur section since October 31st, coupled with poor road condition of National Highway number 8. And the situation continues to be that of concern in Tripura capital Agartala, where long queues could be seen outside petrol pumps for the 3rd day in a row. Well, the Tripura government has already rationed the sale of petrol, where 2-wheelers have been allotted petrol up to Rs 200 per day, while 3-wheelers can fill petrol worth Rs 400. For 4-wheelers, the limit has been capped at Rs 1000 per day.
You are our guiding light, Vandya. Vandya.
Vandya, you help us shine so bright, Vandya. Vandya.
Make us bold, make us strong.
This is where we belong.
Lift us up, we'll touch the sky.
You just guide us along.
We achieve, we will reach new heights.
We think big, we can fly.
बात पित्त कफ को जो करता है नित्य